and the Congress will be raising the issue of VK Singh in Parliament. The Parliament should be convening anytime now. The party has sought VK Singh's resignation, saying that the Minister of State does not enjoy the confidence of his own government. We have Brijesh joining us on the phone line for more on the story. Brijesh, the Congress had raised that demand yesterday itself, and by the looks of it, it does look like, at least if the text of the affidavit is to be believed, that the government does not agree with VK Singh's actions when he was the army chief. However, there have been steps that have been taken by the defence minister since. Is the Congress expected to continue with that particular line of attack?
Well, yes, we just spoke to Captain Amrinder Singh, and he said that he intends to raise this issue today in the Lok Sabha by all accounts. And it is hugely embarrassing for the government because, after winning with such a mandate, it is very embarrassing for the government in the sense that it has been barely 10 days or 12 days into government, and this kind of controversy has emerged. And the fact remains that, once the affidavit has been filed in the Supreme Court, it would be very difficult for Arun Jaitley to dissuade himself or distance himself and his ministry from the affidavit which has been filed. And this is the reason why today when we tried to ask Arun Jaitley about his reaction to this controversy, he declined to comment on this. But yes, the ministers, the secretaries and all in the MOD have been asked to find out exactly the source and the reason why this affidavit landed in Supreme Court, and which has become a huge embarrassing account for the Bharatiya Janata Party government.
Right. Brijesh, stay with us. Gaurav Samant is also with us. Gaurav, now Arun Jaitley had earlier also said that the decision to have Lieutenant General Dalbir Suhag as the army chief, that decision taken by the UPA will not be overturned. What really is stopping the defence minister to come out and say that he has faith in General VK Singh as a Minister of State, that we do not agree with his decision that he took when he was the army chief, but as a minister, as a party member, we have faith in him? What has stopped Arun Jaitley from doing that? Because this controversy has only snowballed and made the BJP look bad since morning.
It indeed has. We haven't been able to speak to Arun Jaitley himself, but we've been speaking to a lot of members of his team and to officers in the Ministry of Defence. And at this point of time, he's a new minister on the beat. His primary beat is finance. He's studying the budget. From what his team tells us, there's a landmark budget that he intends to present this year. So for the moment, that is where his main concentration was. And something like this has slipped past the minister's desk. From what my sources tell me, this affidavit did not come to the ministry, as in it did not come to the defense secretary either. It went from the military secretary's branch in the army headquarters, the JAG branch, and then to court.
Right.
They're very embarrassed about it, and unless they study the matter in greater detail, there will be no comment on this.
Gaurav, I'll have to put you on hold.